Guma is back, confirmed on TV.
And there's no drama around it at all. Everyone's happy. All right, we're just going right into it.
Right into it.
It's what
are
first stand wrap up?
Yeah, we're like a week removed from first stand, like just under a week removed.
We're a little late.
A little late to the party.
I might have been on vacation and pushed us back a little, but we're here now.
Yeah, exactly. So Hanwha Life, I think we both probably could have predicted.
This was kind of easy mode for them, no? Like, so full disclosure, I didn't get to watch a lot of this tournament, but I kept up with what was going on, and I did rewatch some of the games. So I watched KC versus TL that started out the tournament, like the first day. Okay. And then I watched a little bit of KC versus Hanwha Life in the finals. Okay, and then I saw like bits and pieces throughout it. And then I caught up with stuff on Twitter, and I was like following along. So I generally have an idea of what was going on and like what the opinions are of the general public about the event, but I didn't watch a lot of it. But from what it sounded like, this was just like HLE kind of big flexing on everyone the entire time.
Yeah. I mean, I got to tune in for most of it. Hanwha Life was just kind of big dicking everyone.
Yeah.
Wasn't really close, honestly.
They beat TL by playing like, I saw a Dom clip where he was like, they just first timed 4 champs.
Yeah.
And we're playing super unserious and they still beat TL.
Yeah. It was like, because at that point, I think the stipulation was if TL had beaten Hanwha, Top Esports would have been just flat out eliminated.
Right. So, but HLE was already locked first or something like that, right?
Yeah. So they played like 2 pretty troll drafts against TL, their final match, and then TL couldn't do anything with it. They took a game, but again, just troll picks from Hanwha Life.
Yeah,
Hanwha Life just looked miles above everyone else, and I don't know if that's just the LCK is miles above or what, but
I need to take a real quick victory lap here, because in our last episode, I was like, I want maximum chaos. I want AL to be there, but I said something like, if TES goes, they're going to shit the bed.
Yeah.
There we go.
We get a lot of Top Esports haters.
Yeah.
Or not haters, like fans, purists, I guess, where anything that we say bad about Top Esports usually gets shit on pretty hard.
Yeah. And it's like, I get where people come from, right? Because if you win the LPL, you should get a lot of credit for that, right? Yeah, like they won the 100%. LPL, they qualified for the event. Like they should get a lot of credit for that. I have so much trauma watching
it's Top
TES.
Esports specifically.
Top Esports Jackie Love at international events.
It's been rough.
The last few events, I just like, with this team specifically, it's no discredit to the LPL. I actually think LPL is better than people give them credit for a lot of the time. I think a lot of the time people are like, LCK do great. They win Worlds a lot, but like LPL wins a lot of MSIs and they still win Worlds a good amount of the time. Like super good region. I think they don't get enough credit. But TES specifically, these guys are mega chokers.
Yeah.
And they were 2-6 at the tournament.
They finished 2-6 only
in games.
Yeah, they only beat Team Liquid, huh?
Yeah, they 2-0'd Team Liquid and lost to everyone else.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So,
I just want to pat myself on the back too then, because I said CFO was going to do some damage. I don't think anyone predicted how well they would have done.
No, they were the second best team there.
Oh, 100%. Like, yeah, KC ended up second, right? Yeah. They beat CFO in the semifinal. Very close series. It could have gone either way. And I think if you're comparing the whole tournament, CFO was definitely the second best team, which is crazy because before the tournament, people were doing tier list and shit, and they were just not even including LCP. Like,
yeah, they're like,
saw people, didn't watch. They just put them all at the end. I threw out a tier list like 10 minutes before the first match of first stand, and I had Doggo above Kalist and Yon.
Right.
And I was like, oh, like this might be controversial, but Doggo ended up looking pretty sick. Kalist looked amazing though at first stand.
But Yon was also like one of the better players for Team Liquid.
They're basically like, it's a 3-way tie in my book for those guys, and Jackie Love probably could have been lower than all three of them this tournament. I mean, going into it, you would never predict that. So yeah, CFO definitely surprised. They played sick. Their two top laner deal with Rest and Driver.
Yeah. So
ended up turning some heads.
I saw a little bit of that. They played both players in every series. Every series they had, they switched them out, and they got almost an equal number of games. I think there was a slight, one of them had like slightly more than the other because he like started more often or something, but they had very similar number of games, and they both played every series, which was, I mean, I haven't seen that much. Like, that to me feels like a true 6-man roster. We talk about 6-man rosters with other teams sometimes, and it feels like you're panic putting someone else in when the other person is playing bad, where it's like it's a 6-man roster, but really it's like
there's one big dog.
One of these players, if they mental boom, we have to panic put in the other one. But this really felt like they were just like truly a 6-man roster playing both these guys. Both were good. Like, I don't know, pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like they did the same thing in LCP, and I didn't even realize because I was just kind of watching the end scores.
Well, yeah,
they would do that in LCP, and the interviews that they were saying is Rest is like a lot more stable on like traditional top lane champions, and so he always plays the first game when there's no Fearless. Like, they did it specifically for Fearless.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, so it's all a champ pool. Like, the reasoning is champ pools.
Dude, that's,
and it's low-key smart.
Yeah. Wait, I didn't know. I didn't even think about that. That's sick.
Yeah, so Rest is like, they're stable. He can play Cassante. He can play whatever. Just like, whatever's probably going to get taken off the board game one,
Right.
And then Driver, he played like a Gangplank game. He plays a bunch of different champs, but his main deal is that he has a way more diverse champ pool, basically. And he can kind of like, it's kind of like that Joker card, but like, you can't stop it because it's Fearless, right?
Yeah. That's
kind of interesting. Yeah.
Man, incoming 6-man roster for T1 with Guma and Smash.
I mean, okay, there's a lot of drama with that too. But yeah,
that's different.
That might be another, like, who knows, that might be the new wave, at least with Fearless, because we are going Fearless the rest of the year, which is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's the other big news, is that we're going Fearless for all the rest of the events, the whole rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Though, okay, so I saw a little bit about this on Twitter. Mark Z posted something about specifically for LTA what they're doing, and it looks like there's still going to be best of ones for part of the split, which is like,
okay. LPL's doing best of ones too. Yeah. LPL's got a weird deal going on. We can touch on that a little bit. I just want to finish up with First Stand too.
Please. Yeah.
So, underperforming, definitely Team Liquid and Top Esports. They looked bad. Like, both those teams looked like it should have been FlyQuest and it should have been AL, I don't know what's going on with Top Esports. Top Esports, we can't harp on them too much because they, like you said, they won LPL.
And then they just did the international thing.
Yeah, Cream looked horrible. Kanavi didn't look great. Kanavi, I thought, was going to be the best jungler in the tournament. And I thought Yike and Peanut and Junjia were all better than Kanavi, which is crazy. And you would think Cream, he had a really strong winner split. You would think he would do a little bit better. He looked terrible. And then Jackie Love as well looked tough. It's just tough when these teams they don't show up. And TL, same thing with their mental boom. Like, I feel like every international, there's something that goes wrong with those guys. And I don't know what it is. This time, like, I know Spawn left midway through their Hanwha Life series, but that was, Spawn has some, he's balancing, his personal life. Right? Yeah. So it's just, you expect so much more from these guys.
Yeah.
And I get it's the first international tournament, and I get we're early in the season, but it feels like, like if FlyQuest was there, or it's like if JDG was there, we're maybe talking about a different tournament.
My problem with these North American teams is it always feels like after these events, there's something that's like, had this thing going on, we'll get them next time, we're improving, we'll be better for the next event. But it happens every event.
Yeah.
It's like we're always, great, always improve, always keep improving. But you can't like boom every event. You know,
Yeah.
it's like at some point it's got to stop, and they have to perform. Like at some point we need to send North American representatives that are actually going to do something.
Yeah.
I haven't like we haven't had. I mean, we've had flashes of hope from North America the last few years, but the last time a team like actually did significant damage was like C9
6?
in 2018 or something
Yeah, like 6, 7 years ago.
when they made semis. That's so long ago now,
Yeah.
man.
And it's annoying because it feels like they can play, like it feels like they can hang, and then they'll just do, dumb thing after dumb thing after dumb thing, and then they're
Yeah.
out of the game,
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it felt with both Top Esports and TL. It was just like we all know that they can play the game,
Yeah.
It's just like, simple little errors here and there. It's like, I don't know, maybe there's something in the back of their minds. It's like a little mental block, but disappointing to say the least. And then it's like you compare it to CFO and KC, who are like itching for this like opportunity, and they made the most out of it, right? KC looked great. I thought everyone looked really good actually on KC, despite they had a negative win rate at first stand. They surprised against the teams that they should have surprised against, right? So I don't know. First stand was like, I don't know what to make of it. Hanwha Life is, they look like the team to beat for the year. And from there, we didn't get much, except KC and CFO are probably the teams to beat within LEC and LCP.
Yeah. This whole first third of the year, or quarter of the year, this whole first quarter of the year across all the regions has felt really strange,
Yeah.
It's not because of Fearless, it's just been some weird formats, and having like a 5-team international tournament feels strange.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see once we start getting back into formats that seem a little bit more robust, and like MSI, when we have multiple teams from each region. I feel like that's going to give us more information, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we always say, oh, can't wait for the next international, see how these teams all stack up. Didn't get much.
Yeah. Maybe I can wait. Maybe we can wait for the next event. Maybe these guys need some practice.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really hard to judge. Yeah, it was fun. It was entertaining, at least.
Yeah.
So we'll take that. But yeah, I don't know. I was left with more confusion. I was happy that Honda won.
Yeah.
But it just felt like it was Hanwha's before the first match was even played. So
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Real quick, shout out to LCP on Twitter though. They like carried the content for this.
Yeah.
Like LOL Esports who, bro? Like the LCP straight up carried all the content for the event.
Yeah. If you want any international content, follow LCP, because they're the ones pumping it all out. They had like every single team listed, how they did for the year, like players to look out for, nothing else from like none of the other regions. LCP was just going crazy. All right.
Whatever.
First stand, that's in the past. But it's a fun tournament.
Yeah, it was cool. I wish I could have seen more of it. I do wish I could have seen more. I'll probably have to go back and watch some more later, but I got back from my vacation like the day before yesterday. I've been busy with some work stuff, so
yeah,
it's been But we'll see. I don't know. Cool.
Only watch the close ones. I think you're not missing too much. Like CFO honestly dumpstered Top Esports. So like,
I was gonna say just don't watch any of the Top Esports matches then.
Or TL. Like just go get put on by KC and CFO.
Okay.
And then watch Hanwha Life just decimate everyone without
maybe just watch Hanwha Life style on some people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting that Fearless is now fully implemented for the rest of the year.
Yeah, you want to go there? Is that what we're hitting next?
Yeah, I don't know how it is. Like, I know you said LTA, they're doing some best of ones. LPL is going to be doing some best of ones as well.
That's the thing. Like, that's such a weird. I get it to some extent because they weren't planning on it. Now they have time constraints and ways that they have. Things are booked really far in advance, right? So they have like studio time and
stadiums
whatever. And stuff booked at specific times, specific places that they can't move. So there has to be some concessions made, which means if best of ones were being planned before, some of them have to continue now. So I know the LTA is going to have some best of ones. Sounds like LPL is going to have some best of ones. I would guess LEC is going to have some best of ones, but I don't know.
I think LEC is just the same old format, right?
Just like best of one round robin into the playoff structure?
I think so.
Okay. This has got to change next year.
Yeah. We need some consistency.
Yeah, we got to make some adjustments. This is kind of a little off topic. Why does every region have a different format?
I guess the main argument would be different league sizes, like LPL 16 teams, LCP, LTA 8 teams, LEC, LCK 10 teams.
But they all had different structures even when LCK, LEC,
and LCS
all had 10.
Yeah.
I mean, part of it is like each of the leagues gets to make their own choices, and there's budget situations and different regions probably choices. Yeah, just like when tournaments are going on, like what time of the day is going to change for each region, just depending on like when they think they can get the best audience. But it is a little weird that it's like, especially now that we're moving into Fearless, where best of matches really matter.
Yeah,
it's weird to have best of one.
Yeah, I mean, if LTA is going best of ones for the whole spring split until they combine at some point, north and south.
I don't think that's what they're doing. I think they're only playing a couple best of ones and then they're going into best of series.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. I saw some like summary. I haven't watched the whole Mark Z thing. I saw that he posted and then I saw like a little summary of it, and it looks like they're just doing like a couple.
Because I know what they're doing in LPL is they're doing the same 4 groups with 4 teams.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe they're not. They might be doing the group Ascend, group Nirvana thing.
Right.
All I know is that from that, 2 teams are getting eliminated for the rest of the year after spring split.
The rest
LPL.
of the year?
The rest of the year. Like, they don't play a summer split.
Why?
I couldn't tell you. It's really weird. It's really weird.
Wait, that's terrible.
Yeah. Oh, let me
hold up.
Let me get it fully up.
Pull this up for me, Chief. I'm looking at the LTA ones real quick just to see if I can get an idea of how many best of ones.
Okay, here we go. On March 13th, 2025, LPL announced an update to the format.
Okay.
Which the group stage changing from a single round robin best of 3 to double round robin best of 1, as well as increasing the number of teams in Group Ascend to 10 teams and featuring a double round robin.
They changed from best of 3 to best of 1 after Fearless for the rest of the year was announced?
Sounds like it, yeah.
Bro, what?
Yeah. And then, yeah, so they have the Group Ascend, Group Nirvana, and so it's top 10 make Group Ascend.
Right.
And then the bottom 6 make Group Nirvana, and then there's a play-in, it looks like. And the bottom 2 teams after that are done for 2025.
They're done before
Yeah. And they're done for the year.
And they're done, but like
they don't play a summer split.
And they're also just going to be done. They're going to be the earliest part that's done for the playoffs for MSI because they got to get the bottom figured out before the top happens. Right?
Yeah. Because the bottom teams have to play into the upper group, I'm pretty sure.
So they're just going to be done in May, April?
I think April, dude.
There's
ridiculous.
No way that's real. They get 1/3 of the year to play?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's after only playing like 3 best of 5s for winter, assuming that it's a bottom team from winter that finishes at the bottom in spring.
Dude, these are like Larson levels of not playing the game.
Yeah. Like we thought Lion and Shopify had it bad.
Yeah.
Or DSG.
Why are they not included in the summer split?
I don't know.
Grayson, tell me.
That's the part I have no idea. I'm looking at it and there's really nothing that could. Yeah, look, this is what it says. Format, Rumble stage. blah 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 blah. Last bottom two will end their 2025 LPL season immediately.
Crazy.
Yeah. There's no like dates or anything on here, so I don't know what the actual timeline is of it, but assuming once the group stage is done. Oh, okay. Yeah, group stage is done March 29th. So by the end of the Rumble stage, which I'm guessing is like the week or two after that.
They're not even done like end of April. They're going to be
like,
finished like beginning or like mid-April.
Yeah. I think airing towards like the first third of April.
Imagine you're a pro player who gets paid to play 4 months.
Yeah.
That's not real.
The fact that they don't even play a summer split is that's just still mind-boggling to me.
That's so unreal.
Yeah. Like we thought it was bad when Lion and DSG played 2 series.
Yeah.
At least they get to come back for spring and then they get to come back for summer.
At least they get another 2 splits to play.
Nah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
How are you like, it's kind of a meme, but at the same time, legitimately, how are you supposed to get better if you only get to play on stage for less than 4 months?
I don't know. The LDL's calling some of these guys' names, I guess, or the LCP's calling.
These guys are just gonna flood the LCP or something.
I mean, they saw Doggo go make an international and do well.
They're like, hey, I can play Rammus bot better than Doggo can. Get me on one of these teams.
What? Fofo and Carson didn't even make first stand? Oh yeah, let me get over there.
These guys are garbage. Get me in there.
369's licking his chops. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go fuck up Carsa over in the LCP.
They're like looking at LTA like, this bro Surdy has a job?
Yeah.
Let me take that away. Please don't take Surdy's job, bro.
Yeah.
I need to see this guy in the league.
You worked hard enough to get there.
Please. There's nothing more this man can do. Just let him be. Let him play some league.
Oh yeah. I think those Chiefs guys though, some of those guys could definitely get replaced.
They might be on the chopping block.
Yeah. I don't know. LPL actually starts tonight.
It starts tonight already?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
When do the other regions start? Next week?
That's a good question, actually.
Why do they redo the menus too? Events and stand.
They're always doing the most, and it's the least. You know.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I could have. Okay. Wait. No. Just give me LTA North.
I can't even see anything except for LPL.
Oh, dude. They haven't even. It's not even.
Wait, is LPL not even only
on the website yet?
No. Okay. Wait. LEC's on there. LEC starts next week.
Okay.
But LCK, LTA, LCP, none of them are on here.
What do you mean, brother? What do you mean?
Yeah, we have nothing for those 3 regions. So we have LPL starting tonight, and we don't have any games scheduled for LCK, LTA South, and LCP.
Riot. I think I'm gonna have a permanent blood pressure increase from this episode. I'm just getting mad about
all the
everything.
Things that you're yeah, the LPL thing. I totally forgot about that until we started talking about the formats for the leagues.
Someone should be fired for that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh wow. I guess it's up and maybe LNG, honestly.
Damn, what a fall from grace. Yikes.
Yeah, maybe FPX actually. It might be FPX.
Where's Milky Way?
He's on RNG. So
he's on
RNG's looking a lot better.
Okay. Oh, right, because he's contract jailed by RNG again. Thank you, RNG.
Yeah.
Thank you. First, what was it? Breathe? Milky Way?
I think Way was on there.
Way? Jail org. Just perma jail org.
Even whatever. Gala, when Gala went to LNG, it was like a trade. I think
right.
He was still contracted by RNG.
These guys are like, let me take all the good players and then use none of them and then be terrible.
And then let him go in summer split so they can hop on Weibo.
Yeah.
Or whoever the fuck.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Unjail them briefly. Whatever.
Yeah. So we don't have anything even going on really. Which is kind of wild.
How about some of these off-season moves? Because we were expecting there to be none. But then there's been a few, right?
Have there?
God, I'm pretty sure there was a few.
I know Isma.
Okay, yeah, it's a bunch of LEC stuff.
Yeah.
What are the moves?
Isma was
God.
replaced by whoever Casey Blue jungler was, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Oh, okay. Here. So, jungler Bokuda, is that what it is? Bouka.
That sounds.
I think
like
it's Bokuda.
it could be right.
Bokuda, something like that.
Oh my god! Wait, we haven't. Yeah, Niski, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Bokuda and Kedui.
Yeah.
Ketamine. K-hole.
Maybe?
No. What? They're joining SK, which means Isma is gone, and who was their AD carry? Whoever their AD carry was, he's gone. And then fucking
big one.
The big one, duh. Hillisang, gone. Mid laner Niski joining as support to play bot lane with Karzi.
Yeah.
The Karzi Niski lane.
How do we think that's gonna go?
Dude, it's either gonna slap or be terrible. I don't think there's an in between. I really do think it's gonna be like they're gonna pop off, or they're just gonna be like bottom 2 bot lanes in the league.
I think that's yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if Niski's gonna be like trying to pull out some random support picks, like try to bring over some like mid lane picks, or if they're gonna try and run double ADCs or something. Because like I don't know, like an Anivia support could be good or something like that.
I mean, and here's the thing too, is I personally have a really high opinion of Niski. I think he's a really great facilitator on the map, just from like when he was on Cloud9, and he's been on a few other teams where I think he's done well. I think that he works well as a facilitator, which I think actually lines up pretty well with what good supports are a lot of the time. And especially in a Fearless era, I think Niski might, take some of his mid lane pool, learn some of the, normal ass supports.
I think like the mid lane pool can actually translate somewhat to the support pool. Obviously, he's gonna have to learn how to play some of those tankier support picks, but
yeah,
I think seeing how Reckless has transitioned from ADC to support, obviously mid lane to support's a completely different swap.
But we've seen other players, Huni. Not Huni, not High either. Who am I thinking of? Hoo-hee.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. He was a mid laner, and then he went to support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully Niski's brain can do most of the lifting, I guess.
Does Niski have a brain?
Question. That's also, yeah.
Oh.
And I think, Huh. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. A lot of people were upset about it because they're like,
why not just call up
what's the point of having these lower leagues if we're just putting Niski support all of a sudden to replace Hillisang?
Especially when Niski didn't play at all in winter, right?
Right.
He finished the year off last year, right?
I want to say he did. He was on SK. Yeah, he played through October.
Definitely did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped. I'm low-key excited. I just really like Niski. I'm a Niski fan. I was a big fan of him when he played for Cloud9. Then he did like Fnatic and Mad Lions, and I was a fan of him then. Mm-hmm. I'm just a Niski supporter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just want to see him in the leagues.
Does he take Vitality over the edge, or is that a TBD? We got to see how he plays.
No, he doesn't.
At all. Yeah. Okay. Still the same like top 4.
That
we're assuming.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, he might take him up over Giant X or something.
Okay.
I don't think they get in over KC, Koi, Fnatic, G2.
Yeah,
there's no way, right?
I think it's KC and G2's region now.
Yeah.
G2's region is like with an asterisk too. That's just like it's a lot more past clouding my current judgment. They looked really good during playoffs, but obviously in the championship they looked horrible, right?
Yeah. Dude, LEC's so funny. It was supposed to be Fnatic's region. Fnatic was like stomping kids, and then they just did the Fnatic thing during playoffs, and
the classic.
Don't think it's not Koi's region.
No.
Koi's good, but they're not. It's not It's not Koi's region.
I think it's like KC, G2, and then you got like Fnatic is like a little closer to G2 than they would be to Mad Koi. And then you got like Mad Koi, Giant X.
Yeah. Other.
BDS, even Vitality.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Rogue. All the way. Rogue tier. Rogue SK tier.
Oh, yeah, SK,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Is Niski enough to bring Vitality up to like, I would say definitely not KCG2 tier. Is it enough to get him up to like Fnatic or like Koi tier? Maybe. I mean, who knows? We haven't seen Niski play as support. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. I'm a big Niski fan. Changes sometimes are really positive, and maybe it's terrible. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's one of those things where we just make the assumptions.
Yeah. I think where my head is that I don't see any like one change on any of those like BDS or Vitality. Like I don't see making just like one change to a player catapulting them up high enough to get to those other teams. I don't think. I think there's enough of a gap there that like there's got to be more fundamental changes going on than just changing your support player to get up there.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it could be worse than that. They could do worse, obviously, but I just don't think they're ever getting up that high. But who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe
it feels like a pretty risk-free change, you know, like you can only get so much worse from where they finished up. So
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like more or less the other leagues are kind of in the same boat too. Like 2 or 3 pretty solid teams. I guess LPL is like the one exception. Maybe LCK as well, but LTA it's gonna end up being the same top 4 that we talked about. I don't think anything's changing that.
I don't think so either.
LCP, I think it's gonna be the same top 4 over there as well. CFO is, I'll say it with my chest now, CFO is the best team in that league.
Yeah.
And then I think Talon and Vikings, it's a pretty close 2-3.
Okay.
And then you have like Team Secret and GAM mixed in there.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely it's CFO's region to lose.
Yeah. At this point, with what they've shown, I think it's gonna end up being like them and Talon most likely for the rest of the year qualifying. But I'd love to see Vikings or Secret or GAM make it through too.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a lot of flack for our LCP. Oh, what I was saying, like tweeting out on the like about the LCP, like people are giving me so much shit. I was like, just be happy that you got some eyes on your league, bro.
Take the attention.
Yeah. I was like, I don't see anyone else even talking about, you know, CFO, Talon, Vikings, anyone.
What kind of hate were you getting? What kind of responses?
You know what? Let me just pull it up really quick. I think I'd be able to find it.
Please. Oh, I'll pull up a shout out I have real quick too. Okay. I think I screenshotted it and sent it to you. That one comment that we got
from the shorts.
Yeah. Well, okay. While you're pulling up your thing, let me read out this shorts comment. So Grayson and I have been posting shorts. Well, it's Grayson. Grayson's been posting shorts again. They've been going up on. It's just YouTube right now, right? YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. TikTok, YouTube. Yeah, TikTok and YouTube.
TikTok and YouTube. Okay. Yeah. So shout out TikTok and YouTube. Obviously, you're probably watching this on TikTok or on YouTube, but we have a TikTok as well at All Chat LOL. But we got a comment on one of the YouTube Shorts from. I don't even know if I want to try and pronounce this guy's name. 7139. Shout out this guy. I've never played League, and I can only assume that's what he's talking about. I have no idea what he said, but the tone in his voice, I'm already impressed by this man I've never heard of. Shout out my boy.
Shout out Jack too with his sexy ass voice.
It was a clip of me talking about Yawn, and this guy commented, "That's the homie. That's you'll probably never see this. Maybe it'll go up as a YouTube short, and maybe you will see it. I don't know. If you do, shout out my boy. I appreciate you. That made my day and my week. So yeah, do you have your thing?
Oh, yeah. So it was right after LCP beat like KC, I think, for their first match.
Okay.
And you know, someone was like, I was just commenting on someone else's post. And I was like, oh yeah, Vikings and Gam looked pretty good towards the end of the split. Like even Secret looked decent at times too. Definitely a top 4, bottom 4 region, with CFO being by far the strongest, and they're showing out internationally, which is cool, right? That's what I said.
Yeah.
And then we get a breakdown of the tweet.
Oh, no.
Breakdown.
Wait,
Vikings.
I think I saw part of this. Yeah.
It was like 6 different at tweets.
Holy.
Just shitting on what I just said, basically.
Okay.
It's like Vikings look good towards the end of the split. 2-0 GAM, Team Secret Whales, SoftBank Hawks, and taking a game from CFO wasn't them looking good because that's their first half of the split. Sorry. It's
my bad.
Yeah, my bad. GAM looked good towards the end of the split. GAM, if you said in playoffs, maybe, but GAM was in a losing position. 1K down in 10 minutes in both games and 4K down in 33 minutes in both games versus DFM, and lost 2-0 versus top Team Secret in week 4. Even Secret looked decent at times too. The team that 5-2 and beat CFO took an 11K gold lead versus Talon in game 1 only looked decent at times. I was like, shit, okay, my bad, bro.
Dude, you're getting red for filth.
I was just talking about the playoffs basically towards the end when I was actually tuning in. But
I just found it. Yeah, VCS addict.
Oh yeah.
Shout out that guy. He knows his shit, at least.
He does know his shit.
They, I don't know who it is, but they know their shit.
Yeah. And I was just like, thanks for the breakdown of all this. Didn't get to tune in that much, but they had their stats and their evidence locked.
Yeah.
They have it all locked in. So there are LCP fans out there. We're trying to spread the word.
They
exist. Get more people out there. Because I personally thought they were being heavily disrespected going into first stand, especially CFO. And so when I saw CFO doing good, I was jumping on the bandwagon, making sure people knew. But then I was getting shit on for even just trying to promote the league. And I was like, fuck, that's just Twitter for you.
This is one thing I'll say. I'm glad that there are really passionate LCP fans. That's awesome.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
But here's the problem with super fans fall into a lot of the time. When you have someone who's doing what they can to support the thing that you also support, maybe cut some people some slack. Grayson's just out here trying to be like, let's go CFO. They're doing great. Shout out LCP. This is a real region doing real things. And then low-key keyboard warrior type shit coming in, just being like, you're fucking wrong and stupid. It's like, okay, man.
Clearly you didn't watch this, and then.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's like,
I did it. You caught me.
So, jail. I'm sorry. We're excited about CFO. We've seen a little bit. Grayson's trying to support them.
Sorry, the games are at 2 a.m. Pacific time. I'll try to tune in more, but
yeah,
it's a lot of VODs, guys.
I don't know. It's just ease up a little. Yeah. Maybe that's controversial, but
oh yeah, I think that's, if anything, if people see this, they're gonna come even harder. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to spread the love of LCP.
Yeah, just peace and love, you know. Yeah.
Plur guys.
Yeah.
Peace, love, unity, and respect.
Shout out my plurs. I get canceled for something. All right.
I don't have much else.
No, me neither.
LCK, LPL, way too early to even predict anything. I think LPL, hopefully those guys see how Top Esports did at first stand, and they're like, damn, we got to go instead of them next time.
We got to
LPL real finished fourth, not even no, it was a 3-4. They finished fourth, and they could have easily finished fifth, which, okay, maybe not easily. They could have finished.
Doing worse than TL is pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. They almost did it too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So hopefully, yeah, AL, JDG, NIP, IG, BLG especially. Those guys need to turn it around.
I will say, TL did win more games than TES did. TL went 3-7. TES was 2-6. Technically, that means TES's win rate was 25%, and TL's win rate was 30%. So all I'm saying,
the math doesn't lie.
The math doesn't lie. TES had the lowest win rate at the tournament. That's all I'm saying.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, that in itself is pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
They only played 8 games too, right? So
yeah.
Winning 25% of your games against LCP, LTA, LEC, and LCK?
Yeah.
Is a little ridiculous.
They 2-0'd TL and got
2-0 by everybody.
by everyone else.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So if you're an LPL team watching this, shout out Pays and Scout over on JDG. Please use that as motivation to not let Top Esports go to another international.
They really put the L's in LPL. They really put no, but there's 2 L's in LPL, but they lost 3
They're
series. They really put the L's in LPL.
Yeah, they did. There are 2 L's in LPL compared to the other leagues.
Yeah.
But don't they say 2 L's make a dub? Okay. Anyways.
Nope.
No.
Not for TES, it doesn't.
Yeah. And then I guess the other last thing. Guma is back. Confirmed on TV.
And there's no drama around it at all. Everyone's happy.
Yeah, about that.
There's no long Twitter post from Joe Marsh talking about instating Guma over the coach's opinion. None of the T1 fans are upset. Everyone's happy. Everyone is really supportive of Smash. They just want to see Guma back. No one is upset with Smash at all. Everyone is excited to see Guma back.
No drama.
No drama.
That's it.
Twitter is completely normal.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, T1's going to be just fine.
Yep.
Koma doesn't know what he's talking about. Should have had Guma in there from the start.
Don't start dropping T1 opinions. Don't do that.
But Smash looked great. Maybe it's time for them to explore a 6-man roster.
Oh, God.
But like you said, no drama on Twitter, nothing like that.
No.
Everything went really smoothly.
Twitter, normal. Reddit, normal.
T1 fans, happy.
Happy and normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Moving right along.
Moving right on. I don't have anything else.
Yeah. All I've got is give me AL at an international event this year. Just one time. I just want to see the boys. Give me anyone's legend at MSI or Worlds, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's an interview actually that Dom did with Tabe.
Tabe. Yeah.
And basically the only reason why Tarzan joined AL is because he said that he can turn Shanks into Knight or Chovy or someone.
Crazy.
Yeah. So if we get there, AL is going to be a force to be reckoned with. But there are a lot of other teams that are going to be gunning for them.
Yeah.
Gunning for TES for sure.
Yeah.
IG, NIP, BLG, JDG, Weibo. The list goes kind of on for a while.
Deep. Yeah.
And all those teams I'd be happy with, except for maybe Top Esports now.
Yeah, please.
We've run through the Top Esports experiment one too many times. And dude, IG at an international would be unreal. The Shy, JJ, Rookie, Gala, Mako, bro.
Yeah.
Like, tell me people don't want to see that.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Give me that. Give me IG. Give me, dude, IG and anyone's legend going to an international.
Peak cinema.
Absolute
cinema.
Absolute cinema. That's what I want.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I want for my birthday this year.
When's your birthday?
November. Worlds. Give me IG and anyone's legend at Worlds for my birthday.
You got a chance for 4 teams, right? Or 3?
Do they have 4 spots?
4.
Does it depend on how they do at MSI this year?
I think it depends on MSI, yeah.
So just send TES and lose a spot.
Yeah. That's crazy. So
that's crazy.
It's serious.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck. Give it a Talon. Give it a G2.
Yeah.
Give it a Niski and the boys.
Yeah. Give it to the LCP. They fucking earned it. Fuck the LEC. Fuck Team Liquid. Fuck FlyQuest, C9, 100 Thieves. They don't need it. Give it to the LCP. Give me CFO, Talon. They would get a 3rd spot, right? CFO, Talon. I almost slipped off the camera. CFO, Talon. I don't know. GAM. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Team Secret, Vikings. Whatever.
Vikings. Yeah.
Yeah. LPL's a dead region. You heard it here first. Washed.
Jack said that.
This is how we're ending the episode.
Okay. Okay.
Oh God.
Anyways, follow us, I guess. We're off the dome this year.
Yeah. No drugs involved, surprisingly. It's just pure up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the top.
All off the dome.
We're stone cold sober, and here we are, just all pain all the time. Shout out
us and our own thoughts.
Just us and the demons. We need to stop this episode before we say something really stupid. It has to end.
Yeah. All right. I'm ending it.
Yeah.
See you guys. Yeah. Peace.
Peace.